K-Trend Monitoring Office. How can I help you? And back joining us in the studio for the latest in K-Trend Monitoring Office. I almost said K-pop. K-Trend Monitoring Office is David. David, hello to you.
Hello, everybody.
There's certainly a lot of K-pop going on over the weekend.
Oh, for sure, yeah. The biggest event ever.
You watched it live?
For sure, yeah.
How long was it? Was that like 2 hours?
It was just an hour.
Just an hour?
Yeah. That was very, very short.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't their decision or choice.
Of course.
I heard the Seoul city government kind of restricted it to 1 hour because of safety issues or whatever. So, yeah, it could have been longer.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been longer.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure all fans will might have liked it longer.
Yeah, like I ordered some food and then I was watching some it on Netflix because it was like live broadcasting. And then once I was done with the food, they were already saying like, "Oh, bye-bye."
So it was worth one food order.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of fans were very happy to see them come back. And speaking of which, we're not going to talk about BTS in general.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about an interesting aspect of K-pop and K-pop fandom, right? What are we going to talk about?
Today, I think we're going into the deep. Like this is like core K-pop fandom territory.
Yeah.
If you're just like a casual listener, you would not have any experience in this.
Yeah.
I actually don't have any first-hand experience in this either. I've only seen or witnessed or heard about this, and I did my research about it. But anyways, we're going to be talking about fan meetings.
Fan meetings.
Yes.
I have to say, it's gone global now, where groups are doing fan meetings overseas too.
Yes.
One of our listeners, Forky, over in Germany, she was like doing fan meetings over in like Austria and like Germany and like, all over Europe over Omega X, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
And so it happens overseas, but again, is this a must? Is it a rite of passage for fans?
Yeah, I mean, if you're an avid fan, if you're like the core part of the fandom, this is a once in a lifetime experience. Like, it doesn't happen that often. They usually happen when they have comebacks or like world tours. So yeah, like if you're in the area and they're doing a fan meet and you're like a diehard fan, like wouldn't you want to be able to actually meet them, shake their hands, talk to them, see them right up front? Smell? I'm just kidding.
I said that.
But actually, like in the third part today, there is something about sensory experiences, and there is something about scent as well too. But anyways, like a lot of fans would like to die to go to these fan meetings.
Yeah, I mean, it's always, you can argue that going to the concert itself, although, mind you, there is distance between you and the artist, you still see them live.
Right.
You're in their presence. But the fan meeting, it just goes to a different level, right? So let's talk about this. Concert versus fan meeting, performance versus quote-unquote private date.
Yes. So I'm glad you brought up concerts because it's a totally different experience.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
The intimacy level is just very different. A lot of people think of it as the equivalent of like private dates, like multiple people and having dates with their idols all at once. And the vibe and structure is completely different as well too. So the biggest difference with concerts is, I mean, there is a little bit of an overlapping factor, but fan meetings are interaction over performance.
Right.
So you go to concerts and, they do medleys, they do their whole set list and they have like small talks in between, but they're not really like interacting with you like one-to-one or like in a small group. But like if you had to say the ratio of dancing, singing is like 90 in a concert and 10% is talking. Yeah. Like you flip that ratio and that would be the fan meet. So yeah, like I think idols usually perform 3 to 5 songs during a fan meet, and the rest of the time is just talking about, random things, playing games, all those sorts of activities.
So there's like different kinds of fan meetings, right? I mean, there's one that's like based like almost like a concert-esque kind of a feel. There's another, what's the ones where like they're just like sitting in a table and you line up and you meet them You take a picture, get their autograph. That's also considered a fan meeting too?
It is. And the competition is very fierce as well too to participate in those. The one I think you're talking about is called High Touch in particular.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, so like you get selected and a selected amount of people get up to walk to their idols and you get like 3 seconds each.
So it's like a high... What is it? One of these, right?
Yes, yeah. So you pass by, the idols are standing or either like sitting down, and then you're just passing by and like doing high fives with them.
Yes.
And then some people really just like, get the electricity out of those high fives.
I mean, again, we're going to talk about the sensory aspect of things, but when you're, for that brief moment that you're shaking hands with someone you like
and having eye contact with them as well,
right?
Yeah,
and they're talking to you, and you get a picture. Do you get a picture? You get a picture too, right?
No, for the high touches you have to go around.
Oh my goodness! So it's literally just
yes.
That's it.
Yes, but I there are a little bit more chill fan meets where the idol actually gets to like sign your album and then you talk for like a good 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah,
and then I think if you can take a selfie, you can. There are certain restrictions like not touching or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are different kinds of fan meets for sure.
I've never been to one.
Me neither. I've seen one from afar.
I mean, I've seen on video all the things that happen. I've seen clips of some of our listeners take part in these fan meetings too. But let's talk about, so give us the classic fan meeting segments. Like what happens?
Right. So I told you already, it's mostly talk. So fans basically attend fan meetings to see the human side of their idol. You know, like idols are supposed to be perfect and, they're on Music Bank or whatever, Mnet, and they all look very flashy and they're always polished and refined. But like fan meets are a place for TMI, too much information, like what they ate for breakfast, the contents that are in their bag, what they watched yesterday night, like what's their latest MBTI update. All these little details matter to the fans and they're just like craving for that content, and that's the reason they go to these fan meets. They get these profile updates, like what are they doing nowadays with their free time, any hobbies, any nicknames, and then there would be those dedicated fans that go to like Wikipedia, the fan wiki, and like update those kind of things.
Right?
Yeah. So those kind of things happen. There are a lot of games as well too, interactive activities such as like, obviously fans can submit their own questions.
Yeah.
And then the idols would pick it from like a random box and then answer it. So you get the honor to actually have your question answered.
So there's also fan meetings for obviously like actors and like comedians and stuff like that. And it's a little bit more different. And I realized, I mean, when you go into like the idols, artists, it becomes a different level.
Right.
But even with like actors, I've seen things where like, if you get chosen for, they'll do like a raffle.
Yes.
Right? There's like a ticket and they take the other side of the ticket and they put it in a raffle, and if your name gets picked or your number gets picked, you get like a back hug.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Or you get a back hug from one of the actors.
Yeah. They come up to your seat and they do like okedongmu, like, shoulder hands with you. Yeah. So a lot of perks.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like you only dream of stuff like this, right? As a fan.
Yeah.
But also the fact that you want to see the human aspect of things, I feel like it's quite interesting. But I've also seen another kind that I think some of our listeners were doing. It's like for overseas fans too, like the phone connections, like the what is it, the FaceTime connections?
Oh yeah, they definitely have those ones as well too. Like they're virtual fan meetings.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a good, I think 30 seconds to a minute to like actually talk to the person. It depends on idol and per campaign and stuff. But yeah, you actually get to interact directly. Their attention is fully on you. You're having a conversation. So yeah, it's someone's dream.
Yeah, I mean, was it our listener Forky had a thing with a virtual fan meeting with one of the OXN members or Omega X members. And she was like, basically, today's my birthday. And they're like, oh my goodness, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
And then you're interacting. I don't know how long it is. That's the thing.
And then you can record that and you can play it over and over again.
So. And you just like the fact that they'll say your name, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like David.
They're noticing you.
Hi, David.
That's the biggest honor for a fan.
Crash Override over in Michigan is I got selfies as part of the VVIP ticket for Rolling Courts.
Wow.
Weverse does the virtual fan meetings. Okay, I didn't know that. So I was always like kind of curious because I noticed that a lot of our overseas listeners are able to get like these selfies and meet them backstage kind of a thing. But I don't know what it was. I didn't know if it was like a random thing or they just let everybody, but you have to buy the VVIP tickets.
You have to be either very lucky or very rich.
Crash, can I ask you how much you paid for the VVIP tickets? if you don't mind, because Rolling Quartz, I mean, not a major group. And, you know, people who like, you know, K-pop rock girl group, kind of, I think, you know, there might be some fan base for that, but I do wonder how much it costs. We'll continue to talk about fan meetings, and if you have any personal experience yourself of how these fan meetings went, let us know. You chose a song from 17, Oh My, 어쩌나. Is there a reason why?
It's a very heart-fluttering, exciting feeling for the fans when they go to the fan meetings.
어쩌나!
어쩌나, oh my god.
This is 17 with 어쩌나, oh my. Got messages. Crash Override got back to us. He paid a little over $200 for the VVIP tickets.
Wow.
But I mean, if you enjoyed it and that's like, you know, you got a selfie with them.
Yeah.
And that made your time worthwhile. I mean, it's not bad.
It's totally worth it. Like, when are you going to see them up front in your life?
Ben Song over in Seattle, my 덕질 is Kulture Inc. I would like to do that high five with SJ Buyong and Park 작가님. I love how Park 작가님 has made 0 appearance on the show ever. And he left out our producer who makes an appearance time and time.
Oh. Okay.
Key Kim, our announcer over at the news team, he emceed a fan, because, you know, sometimes they hire MCs.
Oh, yes.
For fan meetings. He went to Turkey.
Wow.
Going there 11 hours, coming back 11 hours, Istanbul for 10 hours.
Whoa.
Never stepped foot because he was on the bus.
Uh-oh.
Benny says, if you have an ARIRANG Radio fan meeting, that would be very cool, especially in Jeju. So one of our listeners had like a mini fan meeting.
Oh, really?
James, who was visiting from London, he came visiting during the day of our 22nd anniversary show where all the DJs were there.
Yeah.
So he had a blast.
Wow.
Claire Hardiker says, no experience with fan meetings, but the closest was having my message or question of only one of read out on Radio in Us. I got a shout out from them after Sam told the group how much I request her songs. Even that's special.
Yeah.
Right?
You got noticed.
Yeah, you got noticed.
Your request got granted.
I mean, after all those times of me going Claire Hardiker, finally only one of says Claire Hardiker. That's a different feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It's a completely different feeling. Jenga says, I've done video calls / virtual fan meetings and high touch before, gotten VIP or VVIP tickets to get a group or solo photo with the idols.
Wow.
How much do you pay, though? Jenga, is that what I want to ask?
Good $1,000 for that.
It is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, ticketing.
Yes.
So, obviously, you have to get tickets for these.
Right. The competition is fierce. There are a lot of methods to get these fan meeting tickets. You have to spend a lot of money as well. So it's like layer after layer, barrier after barrier. So it's like the Olympics. The concert ticketing is hard enough, but then fan meetings are for selective few people, and the fandom's like this big. So I would say the competition rate is even more fierce.
So you have to be part of the fan club plus get the ticketing.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
You have to have like the membership and all that. So there's like a step-to-step survival guide for getting into the fan meeting. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously nowadays, in the old days, I heard that they actually collected like, you know, what do you call it, receipts or whatever? And then they sent it over to the label. That's like in the early 2000s and stuff like that. But now we're living in the digital age, right? We have like apps, platforms. So you go to like places like Interpark Global, Knoll World, Weverse, all these platforms, Yes24, and you just have to verify that you, usually how they do it is they have like a comeback, they have an album drop, you buy the album and you verify that you've bought it, and then that's like your entry ticket, and you get that verification to submit your lottery for the fan meet. So that's why a lot of people just hoard these albums, even I mean, multiple albums aren't going to do any good for you, right?
No.
You just like stack them up. So people actually buy up to hundreds and thousands and whatever albums to get their chances higher in the fan meets.
Well, I was telling you about that one fan, really rich Singaporean fan who wanted to do like, per each album you purchase is a chance at a virtual talk with one of the BTS members or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's rich. She bought 10,000 albums.
10,000.
Right? 10,000.
Wow.
That's like $200,000 that she spent for a chance, and she didn't get picked.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Like, it's just wild. But what do you do with 10,000 albums is the other thing.
I don't know. Like in the old days, they usually gave it out to like orphanages or, just these community centers.
Yeah.
But they started refusing them as well too, because like, what are these people gonna do with it?
Like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, it's a little...
Yeah. So there were a lot of criticism about like environmental issues.
Yes.
Like just overconsumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also like the management companies taking advantage of this. It's a marketing scheme.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays it's transitioning into the digital version so that we don't have to waste plastic and stuff.
Right.
So I think it's smart because like even for me when I was doing the BTS concert ticketing, they also had like a raffle for the VIP zone or like the what do you call it, sound check, and you had to buy an album, and then the more albums you bought, you could have more raffles. But the genius thing was you have to have like a membership, and this is a digital membership. Like you literally just have it on your phone, and you have like a barcode, and it's like $20 or something.
Okay,
but
not bad.
Yeah, in order to get into the concert line and the VIP line, you have to have that membership. So that means every single person in the world purchased a membership.
Jeez.
So like for the BTS one, like, if you didn't have a membership and you wanted to go for like general sales, there were no tickets left.
Right.
So that means everyone had to buy the membership. So
oh my
that's
gosh.
just printing money out of thin air. Literally.
I'm telling you, they're taking advantage of the fans, but they're still buying it because it's a I wouldn't say a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's special for the fans.
It is. It is for sure. Yeah.
I remember one of our former guest and writer, Angela. I remember like when I was like giving her rides after work to the Salang station, she's always like, "Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you right now for 5 minutes." I'm like, "Are you mad at me?" She's like, "No, I gotta do ticketing for Day 6 fan meeting or something like that."
Yeah.
And she's so focused.
It's so intense.
And whether she gets it or not, like her like. She changes. She's a different person.
Yeah. I saw the mood actually. Like I was at COEX one day, and then there was a Twice fan meet, and it was pretty open, so I could just like watch what was happening. But the fans that were actually there, they are so focused. They all have these like mega cameras, and they're like zooming into their idols, and then like whenever an idol says like something subtly funny, they just start cracking up, and like it's crazy. I mean, I had a good time because I got to like have a good look at Twice themselves too. Like they were very pretty.
Yes.
I also was at KCON back then, and I know that like KCON has admission, right? They have tickets, but I think there was like a Luna High Touch fan meet or something like that, and they were like, Luna has like 10 plus members or whatever. They were all standing there, and the massive crowd, it was like more than 100 people just like going turn by turn, like high-fiving, and all of them bought tickets, and they had to enter for like the raffle, and maybe even buy premium prices.
But you know
KCON.
what's wild for me that like I'm actually seriously impressed is many of the fans overseas.
Yeah.
Because now there are global sites, right? And the fact that they can still go through, because like, what is it? Authentication, verification, all of that stuff is so strict here in Korea.
Yeah.
That overseas fans are able to do all of that stuff and get tickets and fly over. So now you have to take into consideration flight tickets, right? Plane tickets to come to Korea to take part in these fan meetings.
Yeah. I mean, as you mentioned before, there are like the global fan meets whenever they do the world tours and stuff. So that would be a great opportunity. But yeah, as you mentioned, they're cracking down nowadays a lot on the verification and identification stuff for concerts and the fan meetings, because like the what do you call it? The scalpers.
Yeah.
Some people get lucky and get fan meeting slots, and they sell them for like crazy amounts of money.
I would assume so.
Yeah, that's kind of unfair, and that's like I don't think that's a good look for the artist as well too. So nowadays you have to have a identical match with your passport or ID or whatever when you get selected for the fan meet. So
so like the name on the ticket needs to match whatever your ID or your passport has to be. Wow, it's like that? Mm-hmm. Jeez.
I've even heard, like, I don't know, it's an experimental phase, but like some apps are trying to get like retina scan technology so that like it's going over the top.
No, I mean,
but they got backlash for that.
I don't know how they're able to do, like, first of all, I mean, I can't grasp this, right? I mean, I know some people, because I feel like, again, their fan meetings are not only for artists, singers, actors, comedians, they all do this. And when it's like comedians or actors, sometimes the big worry is whether or not they have any people coming.
Yeah.
And so there are actors and comedians who have fan meetings and it's completely free.
Right.
It's like first come, first serve. You know, we're giving out these tickets and, first come, first serve, just take them. And then there's no fee for the entrance. And there's even people that they make their own, gifts.
Yeah.
They make like a gift set and then give it to all the fans. And so it's like the celebrities who are using money out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
To have these fan meetings.
That's usually for the rookie groups. I mean,
rookie groups do that too.
I mean, they have fear that nobody's gonna come to their fan meet. So sometimes that might happen. But like, since you mentioned gifts, actually fans prepare their own gifts.
Right.
And then they take turns like talking to their idols and show them like, oh, I made this like, I don't know, like this whatever for you. And then the manager comes out and like, collects it for them.
I wonder what happens to all those gifts though. Because I mean, there's no way they can take all of that home.
Yeah, that's true. So some are rumored to be discarded. Some are rumored, like the good ones are, taken home. And then when a fan notices them on like the live streams, they get extremely happy that their gift didn't get thrown away.
Yeah.
But but even if it gets thrown away for the moment itself, like let's say you gift her a cap, usually, the idol puts on the hat for you, like when you gift it at the site. So that itself gives you a sense of fulfillment, I say.
Jeez. We're going to continue to talk about fan meetings here in Korea. Oh, I love this song. Why'd you choose this song, Psy, New Face?
Oh, well, everyone is a new face in a fan meet and everyone's in battle mode. So I felt like this song is just like, that energy.
And I love this song. This is Psy with New Face. New Face. We're talking about fan meets, all the cool things that happen. Chris Rhodes says, never had a chance for fan meeting. They sell out so fast. They don't really go outside of Asia to have them, which is a shame. I wouldn't be surprised if they do start doing more of that because I think they cater well to the overseas fans, knowing there's a big market.
Yeah.
Like I see so many people like do all these like virtual stuff. I mean, you had a chance to do virtual stuff. I don't even know how you guys communicated with PBG, but
wow, PBG,
you did the whole thing with PBG, and I don't know what you guys talked about for 30 seconds. Was it 30 seconds or a minute? I don't know, like.
Yeah, what do you even talk about? I'd be so frozen.
Right?
Like, hi, I'm David. How are you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, the weather's nice today.
Wait, what do you say?
I like your song.
No, seriously, what would you say?
I don't know. I just get frozen.
Oh, you're so pretty.
But then probably people would prepare what they want to say.
Yo, Chris, tell me what you said to them. Give me your 1-minute line of what you said exactly to them. Polina says, I have the membership for Mino. That's Imino, the actor.
What would I say if I met Karina? I'd say like, oh, you're so pretty.
But like, how many times does she hear that,
she's
right?
like 10 million times.
No, you have to come up with a really good pickup line.
So that she remembers you?
Yes. You go like, because I know some fans do that. They go like, they come up with these like funny jokes.
Oh,
I'll
dad
be like,
jokes.
What? Did you fart? And she'll be like,
oh, yeah.
What? And I'll just be like, because you just blew me away.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oh my gosh. I can't.
She will forever remember.
I guess, yeah.
Or get arrested. I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah.
One of the two. We got to talk about, again, I keep asking prices, but we're in 2026. Everything is getting more expensive. But the sticker shock that you get in these fan meetings.
Right.
It's just getting outrageous now.
Yeah. So in the old days when K-pop wasn't that global, apparently there were 50,000 won fan meets. You could actually attend them for $50. That's less than a concert ticket price. Yeah, I would say the prices have nearly doubled even for rookie groups nowadays. Standard tickets for popular acts now range from 150,000 won to 200,000 won.
Jeez.
That's like $100 to
But you know, for like the young fans, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money for teenagers, for early 20s. Like when I was in university, that was like my 2 weeks worth of allowance. You know, so yeah, it's a lot of money, and the prices are going higher and higher, and it's just supply and demand at the end of the day. But like it is what it is. And you were talking about like how global fans, like this is all going global. It's becoming more premium. And, you know, like I was in Singapore like the last month or something. And then I talked to a K-pop fan over there. And then like I kind of got like the psychology of these international fans. It's like you never know when this group is going to come to your country. Like ever if they're going to come back again. So they're like, oh, this is just this one opportunity that you save up for like probably a year or two.
Yeah.
And when they actually come, they just use all their money, just pour it down. And they go to the VIP, the fan meets, the concerts, like the merch and everything. So I think that makes sense because like accessibility wise, international fans don't have it that much. You know?
Yeah, I mean, although it's, I guess like concert-wise, there's more now, but I guess fan meeting is different, right? I mean, it's just a completely different event that you have, and it requires. I feel like it requires as much planning for fan meetings as you do with a concert,
right?
You know, security, all that stuff. I mean, we saw something that happened with one of the BTS members where I think someone just went up to him and kissed him or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then, you know, big issues with security.
Yes.
And then, of course, another way that not only are they getting you with the sticker prices of these fan meeting tickets, but again, the whole idea that if you buy an album, you get a chance, and the book.
The lottery.
Yeah, the lottery system, right?
Yeah, the bulk buy trap. I mean, that is a very evil thing, I would say.
Yeah.
It's basically robbing the fans. Actually, Minijin came public about this, and she was like, yeah, we got to stop doing this kind of stuff, like robbing the fans with their money.
I say the most fair way to do this is just a clean-cut lottery system.
Oh, okay. But then at the same time, the label wouldn't be able to maximize its profits.
Thing, right?
So.
I mean, if you're an ethical company and you don't care about the profit, you care more about the experience that you want to give to the fans in a fair, transparent way, then just make it a lottery.
So if I were the CEO, because I like money, I'm just daydreaming here, but if I were the CEO, I would have like a portion of like 50-50, and then 50% would be like a fair lottery, like up to one person you could buy only like 5, and then that's like the cap. And there's a fair lottery, and then the other half would be a bidding system. And then I would make an auction, and then there's like 50 seats, and then the richest people in the world.
You would actually make more money off of that than the system they have in place, and you would be more evil than any of the other.
But then people wouldn't criticize because they'd be rich people anyways, so they'd be spending their money. So
I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, we live in a market, economy, and it's fair game.
Yeah.
But it goes back to the idea that does that mean spending more money makes you a bigger fan?
I guess technically, yeah, because like you are more close to the person and you get exclusive access, more interaction.
But it's like this, that you have to be rich to be a good fan?
No.
Right?
That's just how the game is.
Exactly. And I just feel like that's not fair.
It's not fair. I mean, there's some very interesting information saying that there's serial attendees, like these people that go to every single fan meet.
Yeah.
And like in average, apparently these people spent up to 5 million won, which is like $3,700.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's like 1 month's worth of salary. They're just putting it all in like fan meets.
Dude, sometimes more. That's like 2 months for some people.
Yeah, I would say that like that's like an average number. So if it were for like bigger groups, then definitely that would be like 3 times, 4 times.
Very quickly, you were talking about some creativity, creative fan meetings.
Yeah.
G-Dragon he sprays stuff?
Yeah, so we were talking about scents, and then actually G-Dragon has sensory branding during his fan meeting.
Wow.
And he actually sprayed his signature, I don't know, like what is it? The Peace -1.
So can I like get some of that air, put it in a bottle, and sell that? You can.
You can.
I bet you people will buy it.
Yeah, there are people who sell air, but like that was a very interesting sensory memory. For the fans. There's a virtual group called Plave,
right?
And despite being digital, they hold high-tech live viewings in 41 plus theaters. So they're doing like a premium watch experience rather than like just watching at home. So they're doing like the virtual fan meetings, but in a proper place. So yeah, it's interesting.
I wonder if anybody will come to my fan meeting. I will not have one because of the fear that no one will come. That's what's up. David, thank you so much for this. This again, something that I've never experienced myself. It's an eye-opener. I think there's also need for changes on this matter as well. Have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll see you again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.